The strike by workers of the Federal Capital Territory Administration has continued to cripple public service despite a court order for a halt. Minister of the FCTA, Wike, is threatening a legal action against defiant workers holding the administration to a grind. Wike, who was reportedly chased by the striking workers on Monday, is alleging his political opponents are cashing in on the industrial dispute to achieve certain objectives. A public affairs analyst, retired electricity worker who also served as the national vice president of the Electricity Workers Association of Nigeria. Comrade Musa Ayiga is here with us in the studio to shed more light on this. Once again, welcome to our studio.
Thank you.
Now, here we are, Wike saying politicians have hijacked the strike. While the electricity workers, they have listed about 11 crimes against the minister. Who should we believe?
Yeah, you need to believe the workers and not the honorable minister. Because if you look at what happened or what transpired between the honorable minister and the workers, it is very clear. Because the workers are demanding for certain things which they are on right. They are supposed to have it, but the minister is denying them from having them. The unpaid salaries, which the workers are talking about, there are no working tools for them to work. Promotion is not there. Those that were even promoted were not paid their arrears, promotion arrears. So how on earth will he come out to say or claim that politicians have hijacked the strike? He's not the only minister. We have other ministers. Why other ministers are paying their workers as at when due, and he is not paying? He's not the only opposition, or he's not the only minister that is under APC, even though we don't even know where he belongs now. He's either in APC or PDP. So he should not even bring the issue of politicians hijacking the strike.
You see that as an alibi, maybe,
yes,
on his side.
Yeah.
Now, someone living in Sokoto,
yeah,
or let's say Meduguri, or in Yenagua and adjoining villages, to now read or watch on television thousands of workers in the FCT, including the Abuja Geographic Information System, Abuja Environmental Board, the FCT Weather Board, Nigerian Union of Teachers, Nigerian Local Government Employees, they have all joined. Can we say the Federal Capital Territory is grounded now?
Of course, the Federal Capital Territory is grounded because of his attitudes towards workers. His arrogancy is becoming too much. NLC did not join before. Today, the strike that started like departmental or ministry has now gone bigger than that, because he took the matter to court, to industrial court in the first place.
Yeah.
Which, of course, he shouldn't have done that.
What do you think he should do? Because for over a week, pleading with them to actually call and come to the table.
No, it's not pleading. It's give and take. You see, people are demanding for their rights. We are human beings. People are suffering, which is known everywhere. And the meager salary that you are supposed to give them, it is their right to collect this salary. You are denying them this salary. And you are coming
I think they are getting the basic. They are talking about, is it leave grants or something? Because I have the list here.
It's not paid as at when due. Find out. It's not paid as at when due. That is the reason.
Now, how can we differentiate the Federal Capital Territory Administration and then the local government areas or local area councils, the way we call them here in Abuja? Because it's like the whole thing is, it looks complicated. Or everything stopped at his table?
No, not that everything stopped at his table. The FCT workers it doesn't cut across the area councils. Some area councils are getting their salaries.
Okay.
But his own particular
Federal Capital Territory Administration, FCTA.
He is not paying them salary, and he is denying them from crying out or demanding for what is their right. Therefore, it has escalated. Even those that are collecting salary from the area council, they have joined the strike based on the directive of NLC now.
In solidarity.
In solidarity. That because they dare not talk. He's even asking the labor unions not to demand for this thing again. And if they do, he will sue them to court, which he has done, which is also against the labor law.
Okay, their leader,
and even the constitution of the
their
Federal
leader
Republic
listed financial malfeasance, systemic failure.
Yes.
I want to cross the financial malfeasance. Let's take the issue of systemic failure. You've been in the FCT for a very long time, a unionist and all that. What does that mean when they say systemic failure in the FCT?
The issue about it is that in every company or every ministry or every sector, we have what we call conditions of service that gives right to workers and privileges. So if these things are not being followed, then there is a failure, total failure.
Now, they listed also non-remittance of pension and National Housing Fund deduction as serious breach of trust and a threat to the future security of its members. But we've seen him building roads. Is it maybe he borrowed the money to build roads?
No, let me tell you about the non-remittance of pension. It is a fraud and criminal. Why did I say fraud? This is a third-party deduction. That is what we call it. It's from their salary. They have deducted this pension to be remitted to the PFAs. Now, somebody has not remitted and is sitting on it and is not being paid to workers. It's fraudulence, which he is supposed to be sanctioned or even removed by the president.
And then the National Housing Fund, it is meant, I think, to serve as buffer, right?
Yes.
By the time you leave service, you should be able to have a roof atop your head.
Yes.
It's also not being remitted.
He has diverted it.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I don't want him to come and pick you here.
No, he can't because it's obvious.
And they also list removal of retired directors and permanent secretaries, calling their tenure extension as a clear contravention of the public service rules. Is it true that some directors and permanent secretaries, the FCT administration is retaining them? That
is what we had from the workers.
Yes, including, bringing some people bearing different names, SS, SSS, and all that, doing the work of some of the people that they're supposed to, to do. But why are we having this, Musa?
We are having this because he has arrogated to himself so much power.
I think he's just one. He's only a leader. I want you to be using, maybe you say, the FCT administration.
But who is the head of the FCT administration?
Of course, Wike. But I believe there is a system.
No, the system does not deny workers' right. If he is following the laid down rules and regulations, nobody will be talking what we are talking now. Just the way I said it from the earlier, when we started this program. I said he is not the only minister in this country. But why is his own so pronounced? Everywhere, Wike. Even in River State, he should not forget that Federal Capital Territory is not River State, where he governed.
Now, is there a correlation between the problems we are facing now in the FCT? For instance, on highways and then even alleys, you see blocked drainages, right? Fields and all that, which the alleged demands here by the union that non-payment of Abuja Environmental Protection Board enforcement officers.
That I cannot comment much, because I wouldn't like to say what I don't have knowledge.
But what they said is that, of course, he has not paid, or the Abuja administration, FCT, has not paid the Environmental Protection Board enforcement officers. And that's why I said,
and he calls himself Mr. Project. You see, this lack of payment to workers, generally, he's not paying. Because I have also penetrated the workers, asked questions, trying to know why and reasons they are on strike. And I was briefed, because I cannot just come for a program that I don't have knowledge about. As a unionist, because I don't want to say a retired unionist, no union is a retired man.
So you are still active?
Yes, it is in our blood, it's flowing. Anytime a soldier is called to the war front, he will go.
And general is always general.
It's a general, no former general.
You know, it is Rifka to Eotra.
Yeah.
That is, if I call her name correctly, she was the one who listed some of these things. But then beyond this, what do you think is the fundamental problem? Because we know that the FCTA administration has been removed from, you know, putting their TSA, you know. Wike pleaded with the president ab initio, and they were removed so that the FCT will function effectively. And he has said it time and time again. Why are we having this problem? Is it that they don't have money? Is it that Wike is distracted by his political activities?
To me, Wike, as a minister of FCT, I always say it, even as a joke, that he is the first son of Mr. President. He is loved by Mr. President. Anytime he goes to Mr. President, because it's obvious, President listens to him. In fact, even more than other ministers. So there is no money that he will demand, or he has ever demanded, that has not been approved. But the issue we are all saying is that, but sometimes when somebody is talking, they will say, this man is an opposition. That is why he's saying this. No. I'm a realist. I don't talk because I belong to party A or B, C. Up to now, there are things that Tinubu has done or doing that I give it to him, I praise him. But out of 100%, 90% are bad. So what we are saying rightly about Wike now is that they are just diverting this money for something.
Allegedly.
Allegedly diverting it for 2027. Even the projects all over, Mr. Project, he calls himself. Allegedly, people are saying he's doing it, it's a direct contract, and he's diverting.
Well, we've seen Julius Berger. I don't want us to go deep into that.
Yeah.
But the question I ask is whether his obsession with River State, you know, during the Yuletide, you know, even after early this month, he was in Rivers for over 10 days, you know, moving from one local government to the other while the FCT boils. Who do you think will call him to order to say, look, FCT is the face of Nigeria, right? It is the seat of power. I think it is an indictment, not only on Wike, but on Mr. President, because this is the seat of power. And here we are, no water, you know, filth everywhere, insecurity, and all that.
That is why I said, to me, he is the first son of Mr. President.
And he cannot call him to order.
The president, because if he can call him to, think back what happened between Wike as a minister of FCT and Fubara, the governor of Rivers State. When he was in charge, I mean Wike, he never allowed anybody to tamper with Rivers State. Not even the president then, because Buhari was so calm, so quiet, a peaceful man, may he so rest in peace. Wike was abusing Buhari even as a president. And they gave him free hand as the governor to operate. Nobody disturbed him. Why is he now disturbing the present governor? Now the present governor has shown him that he is smarter than him.
Okay, beyond politics, is there a correlation, as I said, I want to repeat this question, between the failure in court of services in Abuja and his obsession with Rivers State? Is there a correlation?
There should be no correlation, no correlation.
Then what is distracting his attention? That he will not pay attention to some of these salient issues that will make the system work, effectively.
Yes, the defection of the governor of Rivers State has given him sleepless nights.
So he has forgotten his primary responsibility.
His primary responsibility, his own territory. His primary assignment has been abandoned, going back to where he left.
That is why I said maybe there is correlation between Rivers.
That is the correlation.
Now the industrial court actually asked.
I wanted to say there shouldn't be correlation.
Yeah, but there is now.
There is.
Okay, now the industrial court directed workers to stop the strike, right? But rather, when our correspondents asked them, they said, okay, they are law-abiding citizens, but they will go to their homes. Has the problem been solved now? Instead of going to their offices now, they have headed to their homes.
The problem has not been solved in as long as their demands are not yet met. So they have to go by the NLC directives. Until NLC directs them to go back to work, they will go. But they have rejected court order completely as we speak.
But he said he will use anybody who attempts to lock his office gate as scapegoats. Do you think he will do that?
That is a wounded lion talking. A wounded lion, anybody he sees, whether his own child, you would like to swallow. So it's just an empty vessel. You can't do that. You can't joke with Nigerian workers and you go free. It's not done anywhere. It's just that Nigerians, we are yet to arrive. Revolution has to start. Yes.
Well, not in form of uprising, comrade.
No. The thing is, we have so many ways to do that. That is why we
So if you are to advise the FCT workers, what should they do?
What I would advise the FCT workers to do is to go back to round table. I still believe in that dialogue. Let them go and dialogue. If the minister is not, or let me not just say single him out the way you say, if the FCT administration is ready to amend and make peace with the workers, let them agree. Go to the round table, sit down. My friends, what are your problems?
The information we got from them as of yesterday was that 10 of 14 demands from the workers have been met. So what they are doing now is just, spark of mischief and then efforts to undermine the minister. Well,
I'll find out and I'll get back to you. Right. Sometimes propaganda, the opposition is talking about, they want to bring in politics into it. Workers, as far as workers are concerned, and I know, because I was a worker, not just a floor worker, a worker that participated in trade unionism from the grassroots up to the national level. I have been into negotiation with government.
So you believe negotiation remains the best
best option.
All right, thank you very much, Comrade Musa Ayiga, former National Vice President, Electricity Workers Association of Nigeria, for coming to the program and your take on it. We have to have you some other time.
Thank you, sir.